Hello students, today you are written biology competitive test number 3. In this video we will discuss solutions of biology competitive test 3. Question number 32. Which of the following is the specific function of copper ions in copper releasing IUDs? Options: A. Suppressing sperm motility. B. Making the cervix hostile to the sperms. C. Reducing fertilizing capacity of the sperms. D. Both A and option C. So now let's see that. So here in this question, it is asked that the function of copper ions in copper releasing IUD. So the copper ions are helpful for suppress the sperm motility. It is also correct. As a result, when sperm motility is reduced, then it reduces the fertilizing capacity of the sperms. So that's why both A and C both are correct for this option. Then D option is correct. Both A and C options are correct. So answer is D for this question. And now once come to the option B, making the cervix hostile to the sperms, it is the function of hormone releasing IUD. Question number 34. GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer, is capable to a female who cannot. Options: A. Produce an ovum. B. Provide suitable environment for fertilization. C. Provide suitable environment for fetal development. D. All of these. So let's see ZIFT. So the abbreviation is given there clearly. Gamete intrafallopian transfer. It is a type of JEFT is a type of ART, assisted reproductive technology. So this method is used by infertile couple. So now this GIFT is applicable to female who cannot produce ovum gamete. So that means option A is correct answer. A. So now see here, the GIFT, it is applicable to a female and who can provide suitable environment for the fertilization, and a female who can provide a suitable environment for fetal development. These two, they can provide by the females, but ovum cannot. So then answer is A is correct. Question number 35. Which of the following is incorrect match? A. Non-medicated IUD, lips loop. B. Saheli, once a week contraceptive pill. C. Hormone releasing IUD, progestastat. D. Copper releasing IUD, LNG20. These are the set of matching given here. So now in this, the first one, non-medicated IUD, lips loop, it is correct. Saheli, it is once a week contraceptive pill, it is also correct. Non-steroid contraceptive pill. Hormone releasing IUD, progestastat, it is also a correct. Now copper releasing IUD is not a LNG20. This LNG20 is a hormone releasing IUD. LNG20 hormone releasing IUD. So the correct answer is D is mismatched or incorrect one. Copper releasing IUD is not a LNG20. So the correct matching for this copper releasing is multi-load 375 CU7 CUT. If these are there, then it is the correct answer. So LNG20 is a hormone releasing IUD. So incorrect matching is copper releasing IUD LNG20. It is the incorrect one. So correct answer is D option. Question number 36. Which of the following agents of STDs can cross the placenta? Options: A. Trichomonas. B. HIV. C. Treponema. D. Both B and C options. So let's see here. Trichomonas causes the trichomoniasis. It is a one sexually transmitted disease. HIV, it causes AIDS. It leads, the HIV leads to AIDS, And this treponema, it is a bacteria. Bacteria causes syphilis. Causes syphilis. So now, among these three diseases, which one cross the placenta? It is a placenta between mother and fetus. The placenta is present. Through that placenta, which of the following diseases will also infect the fetus? So here the HIV, already we know that the HIV infection through sexually transmitted or sexual contacts, blood transfusion, surgical instruments, and also HIV infection occurs through from mother to fetus, that means newly born kid. So that means the HIV is across the placenta and infects the fetus also. And similarly, the syphilis is also cross the placenta and infects the fetus. So that's why both HIV and treponema bacteria. HIV is a virus and treponema is a bacteria. Both are cross the placenta and infect the fetus. So that's why the correct answer is D. Both B option HIV and C option treponema both cross the placenta and infects the fetus. So the correct answer is D. Question number 37. MTP is considered relatively safe. Options A. During 5th month. B. During the first trimester. C. During second trimester. D. During last month of pregnancy. So here MTP, the full form of this MTP, it is a medical termination of pregnancy. Medical termination of pregnancy. So this medical termination of pregnancy is suitable for before is suitable before third month of pregnancy. Third month of pregnancy. So now here the gestation period we are divided into three categories, that is first first trimester and second third trimesters. Third trimester. So the first trimester, it is 1 to 3 months. It is considered as first trimester, and next fourth, fifth, and sixth months are considered as the second trimester, and third trimester is last 3 months. That is seventh, eighth, and ninth months are considered as the third trimester. So here the question is TP is considered relatively safe. So before third month of pregnancy. So the third month of pregnancy will comes under this first trimester. So the correct answer is during the first trimester. It is relatively safe compared to the remaining. So correct answer is option B. Question number 38. Following are uses of amniocentesis except options A. detection of fetal abnormalities by analyzing chromosomal defects. B. Study of metabolic defects of fetus. C. Examination of the sex of the fetus leading to increase in female feticide. D. Both options B and C are correct. So now let's see that what is the following. So the uses of amniocentesis except that three statement. In that three statements, except one statement, remaining two are the functions of this amniocentesis. So what are the functions of amniocentesis? So generally amniocentesis is used to study about the abnormality of chromosomal. That means used to know about chromosomal defects. Chromosomal defects are identified by using amniocentesis test. And second function is it is also used to study the metabolic defects of the fetus, any metabolic defects. Also, these two are the functions of that amniocentesis test. So these are the functions of amniocentesis test. And this amniocentesis test is banned banned because based on this amniocentesis test, we can find the sex of the fetus. That is banned. So amniocentesis test is not allowed to examination of sex of the fetus. So that's why the correct answer is option C is correct. Except examination of sex of fetus, the remaining two are the uses of amniocentesis. Question number 39. Which of the following is a copper releasing IUD? Options: A. Lips loop, B. Multi-load 375, C. LNG20, D. Progestaset. So now in all these options, lips loop is non-medicated IUD. Non-medicated IUD. And LNG20 and Progestaset. Progestaset. These two are the examples for hormone releasing IUD. So the remaining multi-load 375 is the correct answer. It is releases the copper ions. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 40. In the production of test tube babies, options: A. Fertilization is external and fetus formation is internal. B. Fertilization is internal and fetus formation is external. C. Fertilization and fetus formation are external. D. Fertilization and fetal formation are internal. So in test tube babies, it is the method applied for this test tube babies is IVF and ET. This is the process applied for the test tube babies. What is the full form of this? In vitro in vitro fertilization, in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer. So in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer. That means fertilization is takes place in vitro. That means it is external. Fertilization is external, and the embryo development is in internal. Internal. So the correct answer is fertilization is internal and fetus formation, sorry, fertilization is external and fetus formation is internal. So the correct answer is option A. Question number 41. A method of birth control is options A. GIF, Question number 44. GIFT is a type of ART mainly helpful to options. A. Infertile males having oligospermia. B. Females who cannot produce ovum but can provide suitable environment for fertilization and further development. C. Infertile males having penile or penis dysfunction. D. Females after ovirectomy. So let's see these options. In first option, infertile males having oligospermia. Here oligospermia means semen with a low content of sperms. Semen with low amount of sperms. Oligospermia. So infertile males having penis dysfunction. So in such males, it is used IUI or maybe AI is applicable. Intrauterine insemination or artificial insemination is applicable. And here also, those who are having a less sperm count, in that also we are using another method. They are collecting this semen from the donor and apply this artificial insemination or maybe IUI. And the females after ovirectomy. Ovirectomy means removal of one or both ovaries through a surgery, or surgical removal of one or both ovaries is called as the ovirectomy. It is not a ART method. So this ovirectomy is not comes under not a ART assisted reproductive technology method. It is not ART. Now come to this option B, a female who cannot produce ovum but can provide the suitable environment. So this method is GIFT, gamete infrafallopian transfer. So the correct option is B, is the correct answer. Question number 45. Mode of action of copper containing IUDs excludes options. A. Blocking the entry of sperms through cervix. B. Phagocytosis of sperms within uterus. C. Suppressing sperm motility. D. Making the uterus unsuitable for implantation. So let's come to that. Here the question is the action of copper containing IUDs. That means the copper ion function in the intrauterine devices excludes. That means which of the following does not belongs to the function of that IUD. That is. So now let's see the D option, making the uterus unsuitable for implantation. It is a function of that copper ion, copper containing IUD. Suppressing the sperm motility, it is also. And phagocytosis sperms within the uterus, it is also a function of IUD. Blocking the entry of sperms through the cervix, it is the function of barrier method. Barrier method. So copper containing IUDs excludes blocking of entry of sperm through cervix. So it is a function of barrier method. So the correct answer is option A, is the correct answer. Question number 46. Select the IUD which is hormone releasing. Options. A. CUT. B. Multilode 375. C. Lips loop. D. Progestastat. Let's see these options. Option A and option B. These two are the examples of copper releasing IUDs? Copper releasing IUDs. And this Lips loop is the non-medicated non-medicated IUD. So the remaining D progestaset is the hormone releasing IUD. So the correct answer is option D. Question number 47. Mark the statement that is incorrect for IUDs. Options A. IUDs prevent physical contact of sperm with ovum. B. IUDs increase phagocytosis of sperm within the uterus. C. IUDs are most widely accepted methods of contraception in India. D. Non-medicated IUD available in market is Lips loop. So from bottom to top, non-medicated IUD available in market, Lips loop. It is correct. This statement is correct with respect to that IUD. So IUDs are most widely accepted method of contraception in India, and it is introduced in 1971 in India. It is also a correct. Next, IUDs are increase the phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus. So it is also correct. It is the function of that Lips loop function. It is a Lips loop function. So all these three are correct towards the IUD. IUDs prevent physical contact of sperm with ovum. Physical contact is not prevented by this IUD. It is a physical contact is prevented by the barrier methods, not IUDs. So that's why A option is incorrect one. So correct answer is option A. Question number 48. Which of the following contains nonoxynol 9 as a spermicide? Options A. Femidome, B. Today, C. Multilode, D. Norplant. So now let's see that. So here they are given a one chemical compound name, that is nonoxynol 9 is a chemical which acts as a spermicide, that means kills the sperm. So now in these options, this femidome is nothing but female condom. Female condom is also considered as femidome. And multi-load is a IUD, intrauterine device. Multi-load 375, it is a copper releasing IUD. And Norplant is an example of implant. None of these three are not answers for that. So remaining is today. So it is the correct answer. Option B is correct. Now let's see the information about this today. What is this today? So it is a contraceptive. Today is a contraceptive. So vaginal contraceptive. It is a vaginal contraceptive. And this today contraceptive consists non-oxynol 9 chemical. It is organic compound, or it is also called as N9 organic compound. And this chemical kills the sperms kills sperms on contact. So the vaginal contraceptive example is today, and it consists nonoxynol 9 chemical, and which acts as a spermicide, kills the sperms on contact. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 49. Administration of progestogens or progestogen estrogen combination within 72 hours of coitus is effective for options: A. Infertility, B. Emergency contraception, C. Preventing physical contact between gametes, D. Preventing teratogenic effect in fetus. So now let's see that question again. Administration of progestogens or progestogen estrogen combination. So this will present in the OCPs. That means oral contraceptive pills having either progestogens or maybe progestogen estrogen combination. So these OCPs are helpful for the emergency contraception. Emergency contraception. So that means these OCPs are administered either 3 days, 3 days or maybe 72 hours of coitus. After this, immediately after, if during rapes or maybe if contraceptive fail, then we need to administrate these oral contraceptives within 3 days or within 72 hours. Then they act as a emergency contraceptive. This is one case, and in another case, that is copper IUD is also IUD. It is also a emergency contraceptive. This we can use within 5 days or within 5 days or maybe within 120 hours. If you are use it, then it also acts as a emergency contraceptive. So administration of progestogens or progestogen estrogen combination, nothing but oral contraceptive pills. Administration of oral contraceptive pills within 3 days or maybe 72 hours, and they acts as the emergency contraception. So correct answer is option B is the correct option. Question number 50. Use of which contraceptive device has increased in recent years as it gives privacy to the users and also protects from STDs? Options: A. Implants, B. Condoms, C. IUDs, D. Cervical cap. So in this, the contraceptive device usage increased in recent years. So it gives the privacy. This we need to concentrate. This gives the privacy as well as protect from the STDs. These two are the major. So now here first one, implants. It is implants under the skin near the elbow region or forearm. So but it does not prevent the STD. This is one. And next, condoms, it is gives the privacy and also it prevent the STDs. And when comes to the IUDs, it does not provide privacy because the inserting the IUD intrauterine device we need to consult a doctor or maybe a experienced nurse. So that IUD should insert by doctor or maybe by experienced nurse. Then what happens? It does not provide any privacy. Cervical caps and condoms both are provide the privacy. That means the user him or herself can use directly. And in these two, both are provide the privacy, but cervical caps not effective to protect from the STD. So that's why protection from STDs as well as providing the privacy, both is applicable to the using condoms. Recent years is increased because it provides the privacy as well as protects from the sexually transmitted diseases. So the correct answer is B. Question number 51. An injection of depomedroxy progesterone acetate will not. Options: A. Alter the quality of cervical mucus. B. Retard the movement of sperms. C. Inhibit ovulation. D. Provide protection against STDs. So once again, an injection of depomedroxy progesterone acetate. So it is a injection. We have studied that implants and injections for the contraceptive. That is one type of contraceptive. So this injection will not, which one it is not provided. So it will not provide protection against the STDs, because the protection of against STDs already we discussed in previous bit number 50. Protection against STD it is provided by condom. Condom protect against the STD but not injection. So that's why depomedroxyprogesterone acetate will not provide protection against STDs, and it will provide remaining three. So the all the three are provided by injection depomedroxyprogesterone acetate, but it not provided protection against the STDs. So the correct answer is option D. Question number 52. One amongst the following is not a cause of male infertility. Options: A. Erectile dysfunction. B. Deficiency of manganese. C. Deficient secretory changes in endometrium. D. Low fructose content, high viscosity, and low volume of ejaculation. So now, among these options, which one is not cause of male infertility? Male infertility unable to. That means infertility means become fertile. Fertile. Infertility, not a sterile. That means due to which of the reasons male cannot become a father. So that means here erectile dysfunction. That means penis do not erectile. As a result, it leads to the problem in insemination. It leads to problem in insemination. The first option. So it is leads to cause of male infertility. So deficiency of manganese, as a result, the production will affect. Spermatogenesis will affect. Next, deficient secretory changes in endometrium. Endometrium is the inner layer of the uterus. It is a inner muscular layer. muscular layer in uterus. So uterus is present in females. So this will cause the infertility in females, not in males. So the correct answer is option C is the correct answer. So low fructose content. Fructose content is present in the semen. It is present in semen. High viscosity, low volume of ejaculate. Volume, that means low count of sperms will leads to the male infertility. So A, B, C, A, B, D leads to the male infertility. The C, deficient secretory changes in endometrium leads to the females infertile. Infertility, infertility in females leads to this option C. So the correct answer is C. Question number 53. A birth control implant having 6 small plastic cylinders that contain progestin and effectiveness is for 5 years is options A. LNG-20, B. Norplant, C. Depo-Provera, D. Multilode 375. So among these options, LNG-20 is hormone releasing IUD. It is hormone releasing IUD, and Depo-Provera, it is a injection. Example for injectables, and Multilode 375. It is a copper releasing IUD. Copper releasing IUD. So now the birth control implant having 6 small plastic cylinders that contain progestin and effectiveness is for 5 years is Norplant, that is it is a implant example. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 54. Mark the incorrect statement for hepatitis B. Options: hepatitis B is not a sexually transmitted disease. Option B. Hepatitis B is caused by DNA virus. Option C. Hepatitis B is not passed from an infected mother to fetus. D. Hepatitis B is completely curable if detected early. So among these statements, which one is the wrong statement? It is incorrect statement. We are already well known that the STD, that is hepatitis virus or hepatitis B virus, is a STD, sexually transmitted disease. So the first option here it is given, it is hepatitis B is not a sexually transmitted disease. It is wrong statement. So it is caused by DNA virus, correct. Is not passed from an infected mother to fetus, correct. And is completely curable. If the statement is given up to here, then it is wrong. If detected early, then it is, if detected early, it is completely curable. Otherwise, it is incurable. If it is not detected, if detected later, it is not completely curable. So, it is a DNA virus, hepatitis B, hepatitis B is DNA virus caused by DNA virus. That is correct. And mode of transmission of this disease. So it is transmitted through sexual sexual contact. This is one. And next, and it is transmitted through blood transfusion, and also it transmitted through surgical instruments. So these are the mode of transmission. Through this three ways it is enter into the body. And treatment for this, it is curable when it is detected early. This is the information about this hepatitis B. Then compare that. Here the first option it is given is not a sexually transmitted disease. It is a sexually transmitted disease. It is occurs through sexual contact. So that's why the incorrect statement is option A is the correct for this question. Number 55. A specialized procedure to form an embryo in the laboratory in which a sperm is directly injected into the ovum is options: A. Artificial insemination, B. ICSI, C. IUT, D. IUI. So now let's see the question again. In laboratory, sperm is directly injected into the ovum. So which of these following options related to this statement? So artificial insemination, that means it is applied the male who is not capable of inseminating the semen into the vagina. In that we are using that. This artificial insemination, this one, and IUI, intrauterine insemination. Intrauterine insemination. Intrauterine insemination and artificial insemination. These two is applicable when male is not able to inseminate. It is these two are. And IUT, it is intrauterine transfer. Intrauterine transfer. Intrauterine transfer. So here question is sperm is directly injected into the ovum. So whatever we discuss this A, C, D, it is not related to the ovum. That's why the correct option is B. Here ICSI, it means intra intra C, cytoplasmic sperm injection. Sperm injection. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. So sperm is injected directly into the cytoplasm of ovum. So that's why a specialized procedure to form an embryo in laboratory. So sperm is directly injected into the ovum during ICSI method. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 56. A female who can't produce ova herself can opt for dash of a reproductive technique. Options: A. AI, artificial insemination. B. Gamete intrafallopian transfer. C. IUI, intrauterine insemination. D. IUT, intrauterine transfer. Among these four options, the female who can't produce ova herself can opt a dash as a reproductive technique. So she is not able to produce the ova, can't produce the ova, but she can, but she she can provide she can provide environment environment for fertilization. So she cannot produce the ova, but if you introduce the ova, fertilization for fertilization, which environment is required, that will provide, and remaining changes it will take place in her body. So for this technique is GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer. If you transfer the gamete, that is female gamete ovum, into the fallopian tube, fertilization and remaining changes will take place in the body. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 57. A hormonal contraceptive for the females developed by scientists in Lucknow is A. Gossipol Central Drug Research Institute. B. Saheli Central Drug Research Institute. C. Norplant Indian Veterinary Research Institute. D. Gossipol National Dairy Research Institute. So it is a direct point from our textbook. The hormonal contraceptive for the females developed by scientists in Lucknow, that is Saheli. So the correct option is option B is the correct Saheli. It is developed in Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow. It is the correct answer. So now let's see here a new word. Norplant, we know that it is a implant, and here it is a one word it is given, that is considered as gossipol. Gossipol. So it is a one drug. It is also a contraceptive, birth control. It is also a birth used in the birth control. So control the birth, and it is also non-steroidal, non-steroidal, and one most important thing is this gossipol. It is extracted from extracted from cotton seeds. cotton seeds. This gossyphal interferes it interferes with interferes with sperm development sperm development and function. Sperm function development. Question number 58. A French drug used in non-surgical abortion, commonly called mifepristone, is also known as option A. LNG 20, B. RU486, C. Multi-load 375, D. Norplant are the four options. In these options, LNG LNG 20, it is IUD. Multi-load multi-load 375, it is also IUD. Norplant Norplant, it is a implant. All these three are the contraceptives. Contraceptives. But whereas here the question is asking that a French drug, it is a French drug used in non-surgical abortion. Abortion means intention or voluntary termination of pregnancy, that we will also called as MTP, medical termination of the pregnancy. So to terminate the pregnancy, a French drug is used, that is called as mifepristone. It is also commonly called as RU486. So the correct option is B, is the correct option. Question number 59. STDs are a major threat to a healthy society. Their incidence is reported to be very high among persons in the age group of. It is a direct statement. So options: A 15 to 24 years, B 5 to 10 years, C 35 to 45 years, D in old age after 50 years. So STDs are major threat in a healthy society. Their incidence is reported to be very high among persons in the age group of 15 to 24 years. So option A is the correct answer. Question number 60. IUDs are ideal contraceptives for the female who want to delay pregnancy or space children. Mark the incorrect statement with respect to function of IUDs. Options: A. Make uterus unsuitable for implantation. B. Phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus. C. Inhibit ovulation. D. Copper ions released suppress the sperm motility. So with respect to the IUD, intrauterine devices, they are helpful to suitable for implantation. Make the uterus unsuitable for implantation. So that is done by hormone releasing IUD. So that is either by LNG20 or progestastat. Hormone phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus, it is done by Lips loop. And inhibit the ovulation, it is done by OCP, oral contraceptive, not by IUD. And copper ion releasing suppress the sperm motility, that is CU7 and multiload 375. So these are the copper releasing IUDs. So option A, B and D are related to the IUD, that is correct statements. But inhibit ovulation is the function of OCP, oral contraceptive pill function. So incorrect statement with respect to IUD is option C. So here it is the overall answers from 31 to 60 questions, and their options are given in this slide. Once go through and verify your answers. Thank you, students. And for this month, we will conduct total 3 competitive tests in biology. And the next week on Saturday, 5th December, you have a subjective examination. So already we posted a video regarding the syllabus and pattern of the question paper. Once go through that video and prepare well for subjective examinations. You know very well the total reproduction unit, that is 4 chapters: reproduction in organisms, sexual reproduction in flowering plants, human reproduction, and reproductive health is the chapters for your examination. So please prepare well and practice the diagrams and do well.